Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Acumen, pushing his word, sincerity, and in truth. This is going to be just a quick testimony at the gig. I was making a delivery right at this medical spot, and I had to use the elevator. But I'm telling this story because the running theme and narrative of division in Mystery Babylon, aka America, is only getting deeper and it's only getting thicker, and it's really going to lead to the collapse of this society. All right, because when you have everybody trying to go in their own way and on different pages, and nobody agrees, uh, you're going to have a civil war. You're going to have families breaking up. You're going to have a lot of things going on in these last days because of division. All right, things aren't going to run smoothly because of division. You have mainstream, even certain news reporters. I heard the guy off Fox News, some guy named Tucker Carlson, basically talking like he's a conspiracy theorist. All right, and that's on mainstream television. So once this vibration gets out here and people are starting to see the big picture and seeing that a lot of these institutions that people have confidence in is corrupt, it's gonna basically melt down so-called society. But just a quick story was, like I said, I was at this medical spot delivering, and I got on the elevator. So another guy got on the elevator, and we had to wear masks because it's considered a medical or whatever. It's business. And then another lady on the next floor got on there because we were going down and we were going to the first floor. We was up on the fifth floor. Another lady got on another floor, and she had a mask on. And then these one people got on, right? They got on, and they didn't have no mask on at all. And when they got on, the lady, she just jumped off she jumped off the elevator and basically, a nice little jog run to get out of there, like she was in an outbreak movie. It was kind of funny. And the couple was an older couple. She's like, "Oh, we've been vaccinated." And then the guy that was behind me that had a mask on, he was like, "Oh yeah, I've been vaccinated too, but we wear our masks, just to be safe." Just to be safe. And then the one people that didn't have on the mask, they were like, "Oh yeah, you never know. These are all Edomites. You never know. You never know." So the same kind of confusion and opposing work. It's this percentage, effective, that percentage effective. But if this thing was truly effective, you know, uh, they wouldn't keep pushing and changing the narrative over and over, which lets you know that it's a bigger agenda at play and a bigger agenda at work. And they really don't have so-called confidence in what they say it is. All right. But grab a couple scriptures and that'll be it. The first scripture I'm going to get is in the book of Matthew 10 and 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man foes shall be they of his own household." So you're going to have a lot of division out here. Like I said before, I tell this story that you got families where the wife is for it, or the husband might be against it, and the kids want it so they can go back to so-called school and do this and do that. But the ones that have been really researching this thing know about, the adverse this and adverse that. They putting their foot down. So you got families arguing over this very stance. You got people throwing concerts and they won't let you in without proof of the, the jab or whatever. So that's even more division. You see? And then they're getting ready to roll out these passports where you can't do this or that without it. It's going to be one big dividing line, and it's being clearly drawn, man. It's being clearly drawn. You see? Let's keep going. Let's see what else I got. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So when you look at America today, what do you see? You see nothing but division, man. You see division everywhere you go. People that really believe in this thing, and then people that don't and are irritated by it. And those sides are growing, more and more on each side, man. So it's a bigger and bigger great divide. And like I said, just like the scriptures say, when you have that division, these kingdoms cannot stand like that. All right, they cannot stand like that. Even though the elite are in the midst of it and making it happen, for prophecy's sake, but the kingdom as you know it, prolonging and going on and on and on is not going to work, man. All right, you got people threatening, and I got an example of it was let me think of it. It was my girl's uncle, right? Her uncle, and then the uncle couldn't see the grandkids, or his grandkids, his daughter's kids, right? Until he was fully jabbed up. And she told him that you'll never see these kids again until you're fully jabbed up. So that's how serious a lot of people are with this propaganda and media manipulation. All right? They're pushing it at all-time high. Verse 26, and if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Guess what? It won't stand. And these are the times that we are truly living in. All right? Let's end off in 2nd Ezra 6 and 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid, and at that time shall friends fight one another like enemies, right? And the earth shall stand in fear. So we're in the times where everybody is pointing the finger at each other. Everybody is looking for somebody to blame. First and foremost, the prophets are going to be number one on that list, right? Because we believe and go back to the fundamentals of the Bible, man. All right, and how orderly a society is supposed to run. What are the do's? What are the don'ts? And this modern day society right now completely goes against the scriptures. All right. So when we stand on what we stand on, guess what? We're going to have people against us. This evil, wicked world will be against us, as it is supposed to be. It says, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. So when people go against each other for all these politic reasons, for all these so-called health reasons, you're coming to the end of this great so-called society. Not to mention the chariots, not to mention World War III, which is on the horizon, not to mention the collapse of the economy, right? Food riots, shortages, all these things are in play at this very same time. So we are definitely at the door, all right? So you can understand. But like I said, I just want to tell that quick little story about what prompted me to do this lesson was that lady jumping off an elevator because two people came in, right, and didn't have that mask on, man. And she wasn't having it, man. You could see the fear in her eyes as she dove off the elevator. But that's the point. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Shem Shai.